A story on the South African student protests of 2015. Norwegian filmmakers captured the views of several activists on the tensions and contradictions in their movement. The students were demanding action from university administrations, for government to account for the high levels of gender-based violence on campuses, and for colonial statues to be removed from society. The protests made headlines around the world and were chronicled with hashtags like #FeesMustFall and #ColonialismMustFall. The short film The Art of Fallism looks at the tumultuous year that rocked campuses countrywide.
The film's methodology. It talks about the art of fallism, and as you mentioned, in the collective consciousness right now globally, we're all becoming aligned to this idea of what is our cultural identity, where do we fit, within institutions, within power struggles when it comes to economic power, or just being balanced spiritually. We as this generation, we are asking those critical questions. Who am I? Where have I come from? Where am I going? And I think the way it's manifesting now is through these sort of violent, transformative movements. And they are very important. They're incredibly important. If we look at what is happening with the pandemic now, with the COVID-19, the way it's equalized us globally. What happens in China affects me in Cape Town. It affects me. What happens in New York affects me in France. What happens in France affects me in Mali. We are a global village. The youth that are coming into our ranks now, they are digital natives,
The hashtag movements underscored the importance of the digital space for this generation. Social media has become a tool to fight societal issues, often garnering huge support online.
The purpose of this generation is to really just remove dramatically, in a way, because we're actually running out of time, remove and be incredibly sincere about what's not working, and also to not tolerate those who are in fear of change.
Many students believe that social media acts as a gatekeeper and is a strong platform to help fight racism and inequality.
With regards to hashtag Zimbabwe Lives Matters, I think it's a hashtag movement that is required to be known fully in public in every other country, in every other, actually globally. So with your social networks, that's how young people actually get informed about what's happening outside our own country.
We need to stop always separating race amongst each other. It should be a joint effort, and I think if you all participate in it, it can be salubrious to all colors, not just colored or African or Indian. It affects us all at the end of the day.
Many students have also reflected on culture in a diverse South African society.
The manner in which we dress, the cuisine, and the way we behave, we can showcase that to the world, and it can be a means of economy, it can be a means of generating revenue. It's not just a question of identity.
It all needs to be collaborated together in such a way it's going to bring about peace. That's the only way to move forward. It's not about race, it's not about your skin color, it's not about what ethnicity you are from. It's about who you are as a human being. We all have blood at the end of the day. We're all one person.
Personally, I have quite a wide view on culture. Like, I believe in equality, so I don't see one culture as better than another culture. And I think there's a lot to learn about different cultures. And we can take a little bit from every culture to define us.
The film hopes to further encourage debate on the evolution of society and cultural heritage. The rise of the FeesMustFall movement led to radical changes and even had a global impact. It proved that young South Africans, through a united movement, could sway power and bring about change in their strive towards a just and inclusive South Africa. Jayed-Leigh Paulse, SABC News.